What's going on, everyone? I hope that everyone's had a very blessed week and you're gearing up for an incredible weekend. Well, I'm your host, Zach SchuZ, shoemaker. I'm currently in Los Angeles, California for the 2022 and 2023 Penguins All-American Camp. I'm truly excited for today's episode. It's the final college commitment episode before I kick off the highly anticipated Compton Magic series. But trust me, I'm sure you guys are going to get hyped up, and you've already got to hear from Colby Jones, but that was a few weeks ago. Now I'm going to get up the rest of Xavier's recruiting class, which is the number 3 ranked recruiting class in the 2020 class. And you're going to be able to hear from Dwon Odom and Simeon Wilcher as they have to say about the commitment and so much more. It's going to be big time. But make sure to stay up to date on future commitment episodes. And of course, the highly anticipated Compton Magic series coming up soon, which will start on Wednesday with Evan Mobley, Mikey Williams, Dalen Terry, Kajani Wright, Dylan Andrews, Jalen Clark, and so much more. Trust me, you're not going to miss it, so make sure to go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Zach Shoemaker to stay up to date on those. With that being said, let's hop right in. It's a blessing to be able to welcome the 40th ranked player, a 4-star as the 3rd ranked player in Georgia, a top 5 point guard in the class of 2020, a state champion, the leader of the Atlanta Celtics, and is now starting his senior season at St. Francis once again to try winning back-to-back state championships. And of course, he's the one that kicked off Xavier's 2020 number 3 ranked recruiting class, Dwon Odom. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just enjoying the day. Glad to be doing this interview here with you right now.
Appreciate you coming on.
Most definitely.
So let's just jump right into it. So obviously, you've commit a while ago, so you're just kind of seeing some of the guys start committing now. But what was it like, and why you decided to commit so early?
I decided to commit early because I felt like it was a really good decision for me. Fell in love with the coaching staff, the environment. I can see myself playing there. The way that Xavier has played over the last few years, and the way that I play, it really connects, and I really have a very good relationship with all the coaches, especially Coach Jonas and all the players. We all get along very well. My family enjoys it, so just felt like it was a really good fit.
Absolutely. And in the spring, you kind of were considering reclassifying and being able to go play this year. So what kind of started that and sparked the decision to kind of look into possibly reclassifying?
I just wanted to try and just see maybe if it was possible. I had the chance to, but decided to just stay in 2020. I mean, I couldn't get it done, but I mean, it wasn't a bad thing. It was also, I got a good thing out of it. Do one more year of high school basketball, get better, and just prepare for the next level.
No doubt. So who kind of helped you with the decision of not only recruiting, but also in terms of classifying, or was it mostly just done by yourself?
Just me and my family. We put some thought into it. Just was thinking about it for a while, but then, I mean, no matter what happened, we were going to be okay with the decision.
Mm-hmm. I mean, God's always got different paths for everyone. You never necessarily know what it's going to be in front of us, but I mean, just the fact that you are able to still, like you said, you get another year of basically just developing and being able to be a star and then get you ready for your big time year at Xavier.
Yep, most definitely.
What kind of impacted the education aspect of Xavier have on you in terms of your decision?
I hear from a lot of people, and from what I've seen when I've been up there, everybody loves it. Classrooms are excellent. You can really get a really good education there. I see myself learning a lot, and a lot of not just basketball players, but a lot of people that graduate, a lot of kids that do play basketball, that do all 4 years, they graduate and they get a very good education. So it's not just very good on the court, but also academically, I can see myself getting a very good education.
That's definitely key because obviously in terms of where you are as a player, I mean, you are set up to playing basketball as a career. You never know. Once again, there could be different things that happen. There could be an injury. There could be different things, or you just possibly even lose the passion if that happens, and God just says this is not what he wants for you. So, I mean, to be able to have that strong education will benefit you the rest of your life no matter what happens.
Yeah, my family always preaches education, and I hear it every day. So I have no choice. I got to get an education no matter what.
Absolutely. So were there any of the teams that you're kind of considering or talking to that really were next to Xavier, or was Xavier above everyone else?
I had a few colleges that stood out to me. I liked Georgia Tech. I liked Georgia and NC State. I had a few good colleges that I liked, but really, once I seen Xavier, once I started talking to everyone and I went up there, it just hit me right away that that was the place that I need to be, and that's where I want to go, and that's just what I felt comfortable with.
That's awesome. So is there anything specific that really stood out, like one necessary thing, or there's a mixture of a whole lot of different things in terms of why Xavier was so appealing to you?
Um, Really, just one thing, just the relationship I had with everyone. Really, because relationships is gonna last for a long time, and uh, who knows? Of course, my dream is to play professional basketball, and being in college. I mean, you got to have good relationships with the coaches, with your teammates, because that's who you're gonna be with every day. Can't wait to see myself being up there.
And just being able to have a solid foundation in terms of all these things definitely appeal a lot more to professional teams, especially in the NBA.
Yeah.
Since you were committed so early, what kind of impact did you have in terms of recruiting a lot of the other guys, such as Colby, DJ, and some of the other guys?
Once I committed, I mean, I had the coaches talk to me, and we sat down to talk for a little bit. And I thought myself also it would be a good idea that, I mean, it's always good to recruit and bring in a few good guys. So, I mean, as you can see, the 2019 class, they got about 5 or 6 really good guys. Or the 2020 class, my senior year, I just thought that it would be a good idea just to bring in some guys who I could see myself playing with, and who I think who we can have a very special team with and possibly win a national championship with.
It's not that often you guys are obviously ranked in the top of the recruiting class, and you guys are able to set number 3. I mean, obviously it is just a number, it is rankings, but like you said, the way that you guys kind of mesh together, I mean, it just makes sense. All three of you guys kind of fit in really well together in terms of your play style.
We talk all the time, me, CJ, and Colby, just about every other day, and we all have really good relationships with the players that are there now, and we're all comfortable with each other, and we're all a big family, so it's very exciting.
Is there anyone else that Xavier's trying to add to your class?
We were looking to get Ben Carlson. I mean, he just committed to Wisconsin, so I'm happy for him. I'm just waiting to see what else we're going to do. I know we're probably looking to get probably a few more guys, so we're just waiting to see what happens.
Being one of the top players of the country, I mean, you're a top 50 player. Does it bring confidence? Does it kind of bring pressure, motivation to you to get better? Like, what's some of the things that being a top player in the country brings along with it?
I mean, being a top player in the country, I mean, it's all good. I mean, ranking, I mean, it's just a number. I mean, it's good. It's good to know what people think of you or what you rank. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's still stuff that I can always get better on. There's still stuff that I can improve on. So I always play with the chip on my shoulder and knowing that people are going to come after me, and that I always got to bring my best. And I just play like I'm the underdog, and I always got something to prove. So I just love to impress people, put on the show, and just play my game.
You weren't always a top of the class player. I mean, you were in the hundreds a little bit ago. I mean, once again, I mean, in my opinion, rankings are just cool to kind of look at and learn about people. But I mean, in terms of you, people are taking notice. I mean, you're obviously keep going higher and higher every time new rankings come out. It just shows that you are passing up a lot of people because of your work ethic, and obviously you've got a lot better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just try to improve each and every day. My uncle, my coaches, everyone that I work out with and who I'm with all the time, there's always ways. They always tell me there are always ways that I can get better. And I love being in the gym. So I'm always in the gym, and I just think to myself every day, what can I get better at and what can I keep improving on?
When you first get a step foot on Xavier's court, any kind of college court, what are you the most excited for?
The environment, of course, playing in front of a whole lot of fans and everything. It really just playing with my teammates. You know, that's always one of the most exciting things. I mean, college basketball is a long season, so just being with the team all the time, going through preparation for each and every game, and just enjoying every moment on and off the court.
Xavier fans are great fans. They're some of the best in all college. What can they expect to see from you when you get to go play with them?
They're going to see pretty much what they see now from me, but just more improvement, being a playmaker, how I am, getting to the rim, and especially creating for my teammates. As one of my main jobs is what I love to do. I love to create for my teammates and just hit the open shots, score whenever I can, hit tough shots, but really just be a playmaker, defend, and do anything that coach needs me to do to win.
You obviously got a ton of weapons, especially obviously the two guys coming along with you as of right now, and Colby and CJ. And just being able to set them up, but also you can. It's obvious that you can take over and score as well.
Oh yeah, oh yes. We're gonna be loaded. We're gonna have weapons, of course. So it's just gonna be all about just preparing and get better as a team each and every day, and just keep on improving.
Who's a player that resembles your game?
In transition, how like LeBron sometimes, I love fighting through the contact. Especially, I'm a very good finisher at the rim. And kind of like Derrick Rose also sometimes too, hit the open shot coming off of screens and just creating just how LeBron does too. LeBron is an excellent creator, loves to get his team involved, and also like Zach LaVine. I see Zach LaVine improve a lot more. I see a lot of myself in him just getting through the defense, splitting through, finishing through contact. And so those guys, I kind of watch a lot. I mean, I watch a lot of people, but those guys really.
Just in terms of body and the way you play, I mean, like you said, I think the Derrick Rose one and or even like a Russell Westbrook comparison kind of thing, just being able to fight through contact and your explosiveness is something just like them.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Let's jump in talking about high school. You decided obviously come back and you're going to play your last senior season. So why did you really originally decide to go attend St. Francis?
Well, my parents just thought it was really the best decision for me, educational wise. I mean, it was a really good school, and for the last 2 years before that, I was homeschooled. So they just wanted to put me in a place where they thought it'd be really good for me basketball wise, and a place that I could get a really good education from.
Absolutely. And obviously you got one of the most special memories being able to win state last year. Talk about that experience and what it was like.
It was one of the best feelings. It was just a grind. I mean, we started like way back in the summer of last year. We told ourselves we got to get a state championship, and we just worked hard every day, and we never took a day off.
And state championship is something that you never forget no matter what point in life you are. I mean, always being able to have that is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I think another key thing, being able to stay like one high school for your entire high school, I mean, that's something that's rare, especially for a lot of top players. I mean, you see them consistently transferring, moving schools, some even multiple in a single year. Being able to show that loyalty is a key thing.
For me, I just think staying in one place, you can make a very big impact. I made a very big impact in my high school, and the 3 years I've been there, I had a really good career so far. So I'm just looking to cap it off with one more good year, and I'm just excited just to be there with my teammates and my coaches.
Were you ever considering a transfer throughout your high school career?
Yeah, at one point I did. I thought to myself that I should just stay one more year, finish it out. I mean, I'm going to be a senior. Why not just finish my career where I am?
Talk about the team and some of the guys that's going to help lead you going into this next season.
We got Jason Holt. He's a junior this year. He's about 6'6". He can shoot the ball really well. He's getting stronger. He's improving every day. We also got senior Chase Ellis. He's about 6'2", 6'3". He can shoot the ball, get to the basket. He's a tough finisher. And me and him been playing on the Atlanta Celtics for like the past 5-6 years. So I'm glad to be graduating with one of my close friends. And then we got Jordan Brown, who's a sophomore this year. He started last year. He can really hit shots whenever you need him to. He can really pass the ball. And we got two other guys, Seth Hubbard. He's going to be a sophomore this year also. Plays with a lot of enthusiasm, great defense, and he can shoot. And we got, lastly, Kai Simmons. He's really improved over the last year, catching the ball, dunking. He's about 6'7", so a lot of us are returning from last year. So we're just looking to improve and get better, and we got a lot of young freshmen and a couple other guys who's looking to come in and play some big minutes.
That's big time. So now talking about your AAU, obviously you wrapped up your final season, your final circuit being able to play with AAU. But talk about why you started off playing with the Atlanta Celtics and kind of your life and your career with them.
Well, I started playing with Atlanta Celtics because my coach, Coach Dickerson. I had met with him and sat down with him, and he was telling me how if I played with him, he promised me how I will go to college and that I will get the exposure that I need, and I will make it. I mean, he passed away not too long ago, so it was kind of sad for me, but I thought that staying with him, playing with him would be the right thing. He never led me the wrong way or anything, and we've always had a really good team. We always had fun on and off the court, and me and him had up and downs, but we've always found a way to win. So playing with the Atlanta Celtics was always fun. Of course, we all had tough times, but overall, we were all a big family, and we all enjoyed being around each other.
Talk about some of the guys that were around you with that team and some of the guys you were able to play with and you connected really well with.
Let's see. Over the years, we had Justin Powell. JP committed to Auburn, so I'm glad. And then we had Jalen Cone, he reclassed up. He's at Virginia Tech now, I believe. Chase Ellis was also on my high school team. Of course, we had Davon, Tanari, Caleb. We had Walker Kessler at one point throughout the year. So we've had really good players who would gel together, who would play well together. So it's been really cool. It was really fun over the last few years playing with them.
And one of the big things about AAU is always being able to work on your game and get better. So talk about one of the things you're really focused on and improving on for your upcoming season.
Of course, I've always been looking to improve on my jumper. It's gotten better now, but I just want to keep improving, just always keep improving, because everyone knows that I can get to the rim. Some people step back and want to see me shoot. So I've been doing really well, just hitting down shots, whatever the moment is, and just keep improving on my ball handling and just keep getting my teammates better.
You're a player that can get to the rim at pretty much free will, so they kind of sag back a little bit. But if you can start shooting the ball at a high level, make them step out and guard you, I mean, that easily could put you into the top 15 to 10 range in terms of this class.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best parts about playing basketball is the connections and the relationships you build throughout your time playing from AAU, high school, through all the different levels and camps. But talk about some of the guys that you've really gelled well with and you've maybe talked about potentially teaming up sometime in the future, either at college or someday in the pros.
Over the last years, my time playing AAU, I became really close with guys like Kyrie Walker. We played together. Jalen Suggs, Jordan Toes, Jaden Springer, Jalen Green went against so many good guys. And, like, there's a whole list. And just being at camps and stuff, going up against those guys, I mean, we all improved, all got better, always challenged each other. And then even on the Celtics with me, Davon, Tanari, and Caleb, and my other teammates, we always challenged each other. And so it was never anything easy, and we always got on each other about stuff. So it was great playing against and with certain guys.
Seeing a lot of these friends that you have the relationships with, the guys that you played with, what's it like seeing them now be able to go out and make their commitments, go to college, and live all the same dream that you're able to live out right now?
It's exciting. It's just surprising. Like, wow, we've all grown up. Remember when we were all like back in 6th and 7th grade, and like one day we all got the chance to just play on the highest level, play in college. We all got the chance to hopefully one day make it to the NBA, play anywhere. So it's exciting to see how so many people have gotten better and how everyone has improved, and it makes me excited.
Everyone has mostly seen each other at some point through a camp, a tournament, something where it's pretty much every game you go, you know someone in some way on every roster you play. And then obviously when you go to the NBA, the same story.
Oh, yeah. This basketball world is just a very big world. So you're always going to be that person who you've teamed up with a while ago or that you played against. And it's just fun to see how people can grow over years and how people can get better.
Before I let you go, I'd like to finish off with 2 questions that get a little bit more personal so people can know you a little bit better. So the first one is, who would you say in your life has been your biggest role model?
I got a few, but I would say really just my mom, my stepdad, my grandparents, and my coach who lives in Miami. He's like a big brother to me, but all of those people have had really big influence on my life. And also my brother, they stuck with me all the time and had up and down moments, but they've always been there no matter what it was. And they know that I love the game of basketball, and they've always supported me.
Always having the supporting cast around you is key because, I mean, the game of basketball is great, especially obviously it's panning out great for you. But there's still, no matter where you are in life and what you're doing, there's always going to be trials and tribulations and stuff. You are younger, so we don't always know how do we handle situations. To be able to have those guys there to kind of guide you around is awesome. The last question then is, how would you say God's helped you get to the point where you're at today?
Oh, God has helped me a whole lot. I mean, been through some ups and downs, a little bit of struggle. My mom has always been there. She struggled a little bit, so I gotta say God has always gave me the glory just to stay strong and just always have a reason to work every day and just bless me with this talent. Because not too many people have this talent that I have, and it can easily be taken away. But I pray every day. I thank Him for it, and I'm just looking to do great things.
No doubt. I mean, God's got so many things, and I think obviously you found the thing He wants you doing right now, and just to be able to live that and see that what you're doing is what He wants is something that you can never take away.
Oh yeah, it's his plans, and so it's the game that I love, and so I'm just gonna keep going through with it. I'm just gonna continue to play the game that I love.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you coming on today, my guy. I cannot wait to see what you're able to do in your senior season, and obviously what you and the rest of the guys are going to be able to do at Xavier. Best of luck.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, no problem. God bless.
All right.
Stay right there. You just got to hear from Dwon Odom. But coming out next is one of the top shooters in the 2020 class. He's a top 100 player. He's a big-time star, and you're not going to miss hearing from us. Simeon Wilcher comes on to discuss his commitment and why he decided to go to Xavier along with his teammates, his high school, and his AAU season, and so much more. You're not going to miss hearing from CJ, so make sure to stay tuned. His interview is coming up next. Couldn't be more excited than to welcome the number 77 ranked player in the country, who's the number 4 ranked player from New Jersey, a 4-star who's also one of the top 20 shooting guards in the class of 2020. That's now transferred to finish off his high school career and the EYBL at City Rocks this past AAU season, and was a second member of Xavier's number 3 ranked 2020 recruiting class. CJ Wilcher, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
What does it feel like? You're officially committed. Your class is looking great. What does it feel like to just have it off you? Kind of no more pressure. Just where you're going to be going.
It feels good, like there's still college coaches coming in the gym, so I don't have to worry about anybody else but where I'm trying to get better at, things I'm trying to work on. So it feels good.
Why'd you decide to commit to Xavier?
To me, it feels like a perfect fit from the day they came visit me at home. Like, just felt really comfortable with the coaching staff. Then when I went to visit, I met with everybody who was within the basketball operations as the academics, and I saw my role, and I felt like it was a perfect fit for me.
Why have Xavier attracted you? Was it the education? Did they play a big factor in it? Was it teammates? What was it?
Well, at first I didn't really I knew of Xavier, but I didn't really know too much about it. But then, as I started to get closer with Coach Steele and Coach Jackson, and towards my visit, I started to talk to Coach Jonas a little more, and I just got really comfortable with those guys. So that was a part of it. And then once I got on campus, I fell in love with everything about it.
What kind of impact did the education aspect have?
It had a huge impact. That's been a huge part of everything for me as a person and as a student athlete. Academics is really important. So that being at a high level, just as well as the basketball side of it, was really important.
Who kind of instilled that? Was it kind of self-instilled, or was it kind of like a family principle that kind of set that at a young age that you kind of just live by the rest of your career so far?
I was always a decent student, but then I started to do really well in school. So I just like that feeling of getting honor roll and things like that. So I just always, since then, I took school very, very seriously.
That definitely carries long term because you never know. I mean, obviously you're set up for the future, but probably playing professional basketball for your job. Yeah. But God's always got different paths where you never do know. So being able to have that education, just that hard work instilled inside of you is going to help benefit you the rest of life in whatever you do.
Definitely.
Were there any other schools you were heavily considering?
See, I never cut my list, so I was considering every school. was like a big gap between first and second, and at first was Xavier, obviously. So, and then, like I said, once I got on campus, it was like the perfect fit. Like I felt like I was the not to say the missing piece, but that I fit that situation at Xavier like a piece of a puzzle.
Was there anyone in your family that kind of helped influence you, and you kind of, or someone maybe friends even that you kind of relied on to help you with your decision?
Yeah, my immediate family, like my brothers, my mom and my father, they were always there. You know what I'm saying? They were talking to me about it, and it was ultimately my decision. Like my dad, like when I went to visit, he was like, "You should just do it." My mom, she was like, "Whatever you feel is best for you at the moment." I felt like I should just do it, so I just did it.
Whenever you kind of get that feeling it's the right place, you can't really say no to that.
Yeah.
When did you originally start feeling like you knew Xavier was the right place? Was it right after the visit, or did you kind of get a feeling before or after it?
I felt like it before, and then before I went on my visit, and then the first day of the live period of this spring, they came to my house, like Coach Steele and Coach Jackson. And then after that, like I felt like it was a perfect spot. You know what I'm saying? And then like I kept a relationship with them throughout that time. Even it actually got really close. Like I talked to Coach Steele at one point every single day. Talked to Coach Jackson like every day. So like that showed a lot to me. And then once I got on campus, once again, it was amazing for me. So
that's awesome. So did you have you really had a chance when you're on campus or now off the campus, just texting or whatever with some of the players that are currently at Xavier?
No, I keep it like a little kind of connection per se, or with like Damir Bishop or something like that on Instagram. Like I'll comment on something and things like that. It's nothing like I'm super close with the guys, but I talk to Dwon often. I talk to Colby too.
What are you most excited for in being able to play alongside Dwon and Colby?
I'm just excited for the future. Everybody knows Dwon is athletic point guard who's pass first guy, which I love. You know what I'm saying? He works hard, I could tell. And Colby, I played against Colby my first session EYBL, and he does everything literally. So I'm just excited for that. I think we fit together perfectly as three so far. So
obviously, I know you guys have the potential to go one and done, or after 2 years go to the pros. But as of right now, obviously the game plan is playing 4 years or whatnot. And so I think that's definitely an elite three. I mean, the 1, 2, 3 are pretty much locked in with you three, which is going to be something special.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anyone else you know that Xavier's trying to reach out to or possibly add to you guys' class?
We're trying to get Ben Carlson, but he just committed to Wisconsin. I'm going to text Coach Steele and Coach Jackson, see who that fourth guy would be.
A lot of times rankings don't necessarily mean a lot. It's just a number that they put, but you guys do have the number 3 recruiting class, which is still just a cool accomplishment to look at. So what's your thoughts on that, and just knowing that you guys have assembled some of the top talent in the world to be able to play together?
I think it's really good. That shows that it's a testament to our work individually as like individual players, but I think it just shows a lot, you know what I'm saying, for the future, you know what I'm saying, what we can possibly do, because it's based on who we are as players, but first step to what we could be.
You are a top 100 player and a 4-star, but what comes with that in terms of your mindset? Does it bring up a side of pressure? Does it bring motivation to you? What kind of comes along with that?
Nah, it's not anything, to be honest. I just go out and play. Like, people have the mindset I'm gonna go kill this guy in front of me, or like I have to do this because this is my name. I just feel like if I go play basketball the way I've always played basketball, then I'll get my same results, if not more.
When did that kind of start clicking? This is something you're really going to have your college paid for, and you're going to be able to possibly go longer than that.
I always thought I was going to be where I am right now. Not satisfied at all where I'm at right now, because I feel like I have so much more to work on, so much more to get better at. But I've always known that, and my family and I are big on speaking things into existence. So we always talked about top 100 player, and you know what I'm saying? So I've always believed in myself in that aspect.
Whenever you're able to speak into existence, I think that just changes like your mindset. Always being able to know what's going on is something that you can always speak in existence, and that's what God always likes, helping direct your path.
Yeah, definitely.
First, get a step foot on a college court. What are you the most excited for?
Environment, being able to play in front of thousands of people, you know what I'm saying? And then to show my work, like the work I put in, you know what I'm saying, to be at this level, because as of right now, that's the next step in my process of playing basketball. So I'm just very excited for everything that comes with it.
Yeah, I think definitely when you get able to step foot on the college court and just look up and, like you said, see the fans and see that you've accomplished your dream, it's going to be something they're never going to be forget about.
Yeah, that's especially at the Cintas Center. It gets crazy in there.
So what can Xavier fans expect to see from you?
Well, I'm a pretty outgoing guy, so they expect that me being me, on and off the floor. Hardworking, always focused, never taken lightly though. Always been a type of guy who's laid under the radar, looked over, and always taking advantage of opportunities that have given to me. So that's what they expect.
Committing wasn't your only big decision recently. You also decided to transfer. Let's talk about that and what went into your decision to transfer.
I really wanted to play with my younger brother. He's a freshman. He's really good, and I just wanted to be there for his growth as a freshman because I didn't have an older sibling or somebody who cared about me enough or a lot to be literally there with me in practice, there with me on my up days, there with me on my down days. So if I could be that for him to help things a little easier for him as a freshman, that's what I did.
Whenever you're able to go back and just kind of be there for your siblings is always awesome because I think you see more and more of this in professional sports about siblings playing together, even at the professional levels now, which is something that's just everyone always has a big storyline. So that's something that brother bonds especially just can't be broken.
Yeah, never. Never be broken.
Talk about your time with St. Benedict Prep and what it was like and some of the things you took away from it.
My time being at Benedict was amazing. Like I love the whole school, but outside of the basketball part, like the school itself is just different. You know what I'm saying? Like every school isn't like that school, and I like that about the school. I've always wanted to go to St. Benedict since I was 9 years old, so it's always been a dream school of mine for me to go there and have an impact on the community as a school. As a school itself, as a student, let alone being an athlete there, was big for me. And I took a lot from it. I learned a lot. I built a lot of relationships with the athletic director and students, and you know what I'm saying, everybody within the school. So it was amazing time there. So
that definitely speaks words into your character too. Just knowing that you are someone that kind of it becomes a leader wherever you go, and you can kind of have a lot of people come and embrace you, which is needed for any kind of athlete.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, this upcoming season is your final season as a senior. So, what are you most excited for?
Winning the tournament championship, having some sort of a legacy or a footprint in New Jersey basketball, because to me, Jersey basketball or tri-state basketball, in my opinion, is the epitome of basketball. It's the best part of basketball, the most genuine part of basketball is played up this way to me. You know what I'm saying? So for me to have some sort of input or like a footprint in that statement or that, you know what I'm saying, environment of basketball will mean a lot to me. So I'm just excited for everything that comes with it.
Talk about your team this year and some of the other guys that's going to help contribute alongside you.
We were going to be really, really good. It's me, Niles Lane, Clifford Morey, my younger brother, Simeon Wilcher. And we have a lot of guys who are like diamonds in the rough, like guys who are slept over that could really be huge impacts for us. You know what I'm saying? Like this kid, Josh Rivera, who's very good. He's a small forward wing, plays hard. Corey Floyd, he's going to be a high major player. He's a sophomore. So we have my younger brother who's a freshman who's just absorbing everything that's put his way. You know what I'm saying? So we could be really, really good.
Do you have any personal goals for yourself this upcoming season?
I want to win Gatorade Player of the Year for New Jersey. That's the main goal for myself individually. I want to win Mr. New Jersey basketball. Usually, if whoever wins Gatorade Player of the Year doesn't usually win that, but either or. But preferably for me, Gatorade Player of the Year. That's the main goal for me.
That's something that everyone always looks up to, and it's kind of like one of the most prestigious high school things you can get. Yeah,
definitely.
You just wrapped up your final AAU season. Talk about playing for the EYBL, City Rocks, and your experience with them.
It was great for me. You know, I've always, since I started playing basketball, always kept up with EYBL, and it's always been the best grassroots basketball. So I've always kept up with it. But for me to be accepted by City Rocks, coming in late, you know, I played with Team Rio for the first half of the AAU season. For me to come in the time I did, for me to be accepted, like that is meant a lot to me. And then for me to be able to play how I played, you know what I'm saying, made it even better.
I think whenever you're able to display your talents, which I think that's something you were able to do this summer, and you've been able to do that a couple of years, which is why you've obviously shot up the rankings and all. So, I
Yeah.
mean, just being able to, when someone's able to trust you, let you do what you want to do is when the best results come out.
That is a fact because sometimes it gets really hard, especially in AAU.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's politics and people have so much to say, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody's parents are involved in a AAU team or whatever. So for it to be like that, for it to end off how it ended off for me, it meant a lot to me.
AAU is definitely one of those things that it's so many positives, but at the same time, there's also a lot of downfalls,
Yeah,
unfortunately. But I mean, at the end of the day, for the guys, everyone's that's at a high level and you're on a great team, you usually get the offers and you get where you want to go, which
yeah,
at the end of the day is the most important thing.
yeah. It is.
Talk about your team of City Rocks and some of the guys that were also help leading.
I came second session, which was I think Indiana. So we had it was me, Andre Jackson, Samir Torrance, who's at Marquette. We had Jai Smith, who's a power forward. We had Miles Wilmoth, who committed to Butler. We were a pretty good team, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We had little bumps in the road at times, as does every team. You know.
Miles was on here before, and he talks about that too. I mean, you guys did have some up and downs because a lot of guys were coming in and out. But I mean, once you guys were able to find that rhythm and more towards the end of the season,
Yeah,
is when you
yeah,
guys clicked and it was a really good team.
yeah. That's what. Yeah, he's right. Like especially the second day of Dallas, while we were in Dallas, like that's when we really clicked. You know what I'm saying? As a team, we beat Boo Williams and BABC. So
Mm-hmm.
that was a just a testament of just what it's like to play together.
There's something this summer that you really keyed in on and tried working on improving in the game for this upcoming season?
I feel like I've been working on being on the ball more. So I'm really good at scoring off the ball, like calling out ball screens or catching the ball in mid post or like on the wing, things like that. But me being able to push the ball up the floor confidently and come off ball screens and create plays for not only myself but for teammates, what I've actually got I got a lot better at, and for me that's due to the work I put in and to the confidence that I've been given through my parents, and the coaching staff at Roselle Catholic just giving me confidence into doing that because I know it help me be successful at the next level. So
That's big time. Seeing the guys you've grown up playing basketball alongside and working with and going to war with, seeing them also live out the same dream that you are and be able to commit. What's it like seeing it as a friend, seeing your guys also live out the dreams?
it feels good, you know, like for us to all come to the same place, like especially me and RJ, like we were guys who were looked over at when we were younger, and the guys who's always been in the gym, always had, and the one thing that we have in common are dads who push us. You know what I'm saying? So that just shows a lot. It shows it's a testament to our work. You know what I'm saying? For us to be able to play at the next level for free. You know what I'm saying? Play high level at the next level. You know what I'm saying? So it shows a lot. It feels good. You know what I'm saying?
Having those friendships, because you know it's not just going to like end once you guys go to college. Something that's going to last for the rest of your life, especially for
Yeah.
close friends. I mean, obviously it's going to happen in college, and for a lot of you guys, it will happen even into the professional leagues, an NBA, G League overseas. But if you don't have that connection, you see each other play against each other or play with each other, even
Mm-hmm.
it's just
Yeah.
gonna be something fun.
Yeah. It just makes everything better. Everything has a story at the end of the day, and those things makes the story better.
Before I let you go, I'd like to finish off with two questions. First one is, who would you say in your life has been your biggest role model?
Definitely my mom. And someone who's not in my immediate family that I don't really know is like LeBron. Like
Yeah.
he's had a big impact on the things I've trying to become. You know what I'm saying? Like even as a person, like beyond basketball, it's just him as a person. You know, things he does for the community is is impressive to me, and it's something I want to do.
Mm-hmm. I
So
think that's always key to have. I mean, there's obviously the guys that's accomplished what you want to do and where you want to get in life, and
mm-hmm.
that's something that you inspire to be like. But then
Mm-hmm.
also just having the person in your family that you listen to and you see every day that is able to guide you down your path is awesome too.
Yeah, yeah.
Finally, I'd like to wrap up because I'm a strong believer in God and faith, and I just want to know how would you say faith and God has helped you throughout your life so far?
It helped me a lot. You know, my parents, they really talk to me about it. We pray every night, not individually, not as a family, but we pray individually. That's always been something to me that I hold dearly to my being. You know what I'm saying? Who I am as a person, because to me, I can control what I can control, but God can control other things. You know what I'm saying? He has a plan for me, and I have to just go by that plan, go by that path, go on that path that he has set for me.
That path's always something special, especially when you're able to keep living it out and seeing the great rewards that he benefits us all with is awesome to have.
Definitely, and that gives me even stronger faith every day.
No doubt. Well, I appreciate you coming on today, my guy. Best of luck with the upcoming season, and I can't wait to see what you're able to get done at Xavier. Best of luck, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem. God bless.
All right, same.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me here today on SchuZ Views, episode 42. Hope you guys all enjoyed hearing from Xavier's commits, as also I hope you guys enjoyed the San Diego State and West Virginia ones as well. But this is the final college commitment episode prior to my College Magic series that kicks off Wednesday. And I know it's been highly anticipated and highly hyped up, but trust me, you're not going to miss it. It's going to be a show for the next month. Of course, we're kicking it off with some of the guys that make College Magic, how great, who they are. You're going to be able to hear from the coaches, from people behind the scenes, and so much more. And then I have some of the top players in the organization in terms of Evan Mobley, number one player in the nation, Mikey Williams, Dalen Terry, Esau. I got everyone, Jalen Clark, Dylan Andrews, Kajani Wright, and so much more. Trust me, I want to stay up to date and stay in tune with that one. So make sure to go and follow me at Zach Shoemaker on both Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date. That being said, folks, everyone go be the light of God. SchuZ out, and God bless.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.